I'm bold enough to this weekend host my 4-year-old and her little friends. We're having a big sleepover at my house.
Oh!
So we're planning the menu, what we want on Friday night, what we're going to have Saturday morning, and of course, pancakes Saturday morning.
Yeah,
and
that's a given.
Syrup will be involved.
Maple syrup, indeed. And you know what? Hannah Welker is not making maple syrup. She's satisfying our sweet tooth in a different way using maple syrup. Oh, Hannah?
What is that?
It looks so good.
You jealous? I know. I say every time I look at it, it looks like something new. It looks kind of like butterscotch to me. But once it gets into this giant machine, the vat of maple cream, you got to jar it, right, Lyle? So underneath here is where you jar it.
Fill in the jars, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to turn it to the right. And you said to keep it at a slow pace because it jars pretty quick. Oh, my.
Yep.
Tell me if
that looks good.
Is that good?
Yep.
Okay.
Whoops.
Oh, no.
Straight up
Oh,
and down.
no. Up and down. What do you do when you overdo it, Lyle? I swear I practiced this and I knew what I was doing. Here you go. That customer gets a little bit more from me. How many of these will you jar, assuming you do it correctly?
We make turn about 600 gallons of syrup into maple cream in a year.
Really?
We do about 1,200 gallons of maple syrup into the sugar candy, and we do about 500 gallons into granulated maple sugar, which we use to make maple cotton candy, and put in tea and on buttered toast, and any place you want to cook with is where you use the granulated maple sugar. And then we do 300 or 400 gallons a year into maple barbecue sauces, maple mustard.
Maple barbecue sauce.
And we also have a maple hot sauce.
Are you serious? Is it that hot?
That's very hot, yep.
And now, when you first started, was your father, I mean, did your father make different products like this as well, or did he keep it original and stick with just syrup?
It generally was the syrup, the cream, and the sugar. But yeah, he was very, very creative on things that he did, and he was a leader in the agricultural industry.
Okay, next step is labeling, right?
Correct.
Okay, so these are nice labels, first of all. I'm gonna peel and stick pretty much, right? I'll lay this down, make sure I'm doing this right. Wow, check that out. You can get your very own. Jarred with Love by Hannah. You might get a little extra in there. Now, Lyle, were you hesitant to kind of mess with your products? I mean, because you said over the years you've had to add certain things to make, you know, things like barbecue sauce, to make things like hot sauce. Did you ever think, oh, we just want to stay traditional and stay with, you know, the maple candy, the maple syrup, or did you feel like it was necessary?
No, I think there's a lot of uses for maple syrup and in the different products, and a lot of things you could do at home, like this maple cream here. If you mix that with peanut butter and make a sandwich of it, we can also...
You could also put it on crackers.
Right, you put it on
and that's
crackers.
exactly what we're doing. So how much of this am I supposed to put on here? However I want?
As much as you want.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll give it a whirl. Are you going to have some with me? It's really good.
Yep. We'll have all kinds of samples. All the producers will be giving samples at the Maple Weekend, and everybody will be happy to see you and teach you how they're making their syrup and their process and their whole operation.
This is good. Real sweet. I'll toss it back to you. Maybe I'll bring back a jar.
She said
You might bring what? Back a jar?
Teasing us.
Speaking of teasing us, look at this. Look at the beauty that is on. It smells so good. We are amongst the most beautiful orchids. I love orchids. I have a thing about orchids. I have never had them look this good. We're going to talk to the Genesee Region Orchid Society. They're having their orchid show this weekend. If you've ever wanted to learn about orchids, this is the place to be. We're going to tell you all about their upcoming event, and we'll have an expert in studio to describe these lovely, you know, I think of orchids like otherworldly, like they're not even from here, right?